one. Okay, guys, we're back. Kendra and Liberty with the second video in a 4-part series about boundaries, the big B word. And check out the first one if you haven't, where we really just encourage you that it's okay to be you. You're free to be you. And it's okay to have wants and desires. And we really want to just reiterate that for today and give you the permission to own your own needs and wants and desires for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So Lib, talk to us a little bit more about why that's important and why we have permission for that and what that's done for you.
Yeah. Well, we were talking before about how in the first video about how our feelings are valuable and they're valid, and our what we want is, and who we are. Like that all goes in the vein of our voice and our fingerprints. And we've done all kinds of posts about all of that stuff. It's just owning who we are and who we were created to be. And so as we go just a little bit deeper, the reason that I think it's important is a lot of times we judge and justify our desires, and we talk ourselves out of our own boundaries, out of where our fences kind of were meant to be, as far as what we accept and you know, all kinds of stuff. I mean, the list is long. We don't have to go into that in a short video, but what I want to convey, the most important takeaway that I would love for everybody watching this to get, is that what you want doesn't have to be justified. It doesn't mean you're going to get exactly what you want either, but your desires can stand up on 2 legs no matter how shaky they are. And you can literally let it walk. Like, you don't have to justify it or explain it. It doesn't have to be logical. Yeah. And it's not that hard to come up. It doesn't have to be an impossible task to connect to it.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about awareness and building awareness in this kind of ground zero place. So let your wants have legs. You know, let your wants be what they are.
Yeah.
And that is going to help so much with creating those movable fences of boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else would you add to that?
I want to give a quick example. I notice within myself, when I'm disconnected from my wants, I can start, or my desires, and my needs, keep going, my wants and my desires and my needs, I can feel a lot of tension in my body, and I can feel very frustrated, almost like in a straitjacket. And what I'm learning to do is, when I'm feeling that way, is to check in with myself and what is it I'm actually needing right now? What is it I'm actually wanting or desiring right now? And what that really opened me up to recently is, a lot of times I'm doing something that I don't actually want to be doing anymore. And this goes back to what we were talking about in the first video that Liberty was saying, your fences can move, right? So I'll use an example. My husband and I have a fish business, and 3.5 years ago, we started it. I wanted to do that together with my husband, right? Time has gone on, and I no longer want to make business plans for that business, right? I want someone else to do that part. Right. And when I find myself having to crunch numbers and things for it, and I don't want to be doing it, it doesn't feel good. So there's nothing, my old self would harshly judge that, right? Feel a lot of guilt, a lot of I should want to, because I said I would, maybe some shame that I'm not loving enough or whatever, some fear of what's going to happen if I tell him this and all that. And so often, these feelings can come up once we identify the wants, but there is such freedom to park that to the side and just for like 30 seconds, just sit with, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do this. That's awesome, right? You don't have to negotiate and change your life and turn it upside down in that split second, but just like Liberty said, let it have legs and let it just come to life a bit.
Yeah. When you were just saying that, I was just thinking about, a lot of times I've stifled my own wants by not knowing what else I wanted. So like, I don't want this, but I don't know what else I want. So I might as well just keep what I've got.
Yeah.
So that's another trap. I'm just bringing that up. Like, that's a trap to kind of stifle it another way and put a kind of a wet blanket on things. So yeah, I would just say, like, let your fire of wants and desires build. And
Yeah.
you're going to have feelings about them. That's okay.
Yeah.
Have your feelings about it and let the wants have legs anyway.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah. So some homework for this time is I would recommend getting a little box or like a clipboard or something like visual.
That's a good
right?
idea.
And just start filling it, right? Just notice for yourself, I desire to have an assistant to help me do my taxes. I desire to live in a warm place that I can walk outside barefoot any month of the year, whatever it is, right? And just start to collect them. And we'll talk a little bit about how to start to put these into action in the next couple of videos. But for now, it's just collecting them and almost like, it's like building a little pile for yourself that you can see.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting a good solid foundation.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
anything else
absolutely.
You want to add, Lib?
No, I think that's it for this video.
All right. Well, let us know how that goes and we'll catch you next time.